I just don't feel like we align, and there's no way you can make someone align with those things. I don't see myself being with Ryan long-term or even short-term.
Hey guys, welcome to the Geek Up. Today we're talking Farmer Wants a Wife, episode 8.
Yeah, we are, and there wasn't a whole hell of a lot of action in this episode. I'll tell you that. Not much going on in it.
I was so disappointed at the end of this one.
He could have summed this one up in about
The ending
5
is
minutes.
disappointing.
Yeah. But hey, man, Cassidy Joe said it was time to go. I was all about that.
Yeah.
A dang time getting her out of there, man.
Yeah?
Boy, that's long overdue.
How do you
Long
feel about
overdue.
that, Josh?
Well, Alan couldn't please her, so...
No, and she couldn't please him either. You know, but you know, I don't blame Alan, man. I ain't, you know, the 20 questions she was playing, and how you feel about me, and you know, I mean, just, you know,
She loves to try and push his buttons.
Oh yeah, she does. Well, you know, at least she was honest, and like, look, you know, I need a lot of attention, and you just can't.
She does.
And you just can't give it to me. He's like, nope, I can't.
Well,
You're right.
He really can't. She's like, I'm looking at you all, you know, sexy, and he's like, cool.
Yeah, cool, yeah, thanks.
You look good, too.
Honey, we can sit here in silence if you want. I don't care.
I don't care.
I like looking at you.
You ain't hard to look at.
That might be the first compliment you've given me.
But you know, I mean, and I get it. You know, I mean, we get it. As Marines, you know, we don't, you know, we ain't the type of guys to show our feelings like that. And you know, Alan's just that type of dude. You know, he didn't. You know, he's like, there you go.
No.
See? He ain't like that. And quite honestly, really, none of these farmers have been for the most part. What I've seen, you know. But I mean, I think
They got too many women to please, I guess.
How do you feel about that she's okay with sitting there in silence?
No, she's not. She said she was, and then she couldn't shut her mouth.
Yeah.
But they went canoeing, and that wasn't even that great.
Yeah, that was lame.
No, because she was berating him the whole time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, she asked him a simple question, he couldn't answer it.
Yeah, he did.
He was
answer
confused
it.
by it.
He
was
did
like,
answer it.
I'm confused by the question.
He answered it right off the bat before they even got in the
Exactly.
boat, and then she kept and then she asked it again. It's like, he already answered the damn question, woman. Like, quit pestering the man.
Jeez.
You know,
You get 2 questions.
So, like,
Two questions.
Yeah, like I was.
There are ladies out there, and you know who you are.
If
you
I-
get 2 questions a day, and that's it.
There you go. If I was Alan, I probably just jumped in the river and swam away. That's probably what I've done. Yeah, I was just saying she was annoying me, and I'm watching it. I felt bad for the
Cassidy
guy.
Joe's not taking advantage of these dates.
No.
No, she's,
But Alan ain't the most romantic guy at the same time. It just
No, it's
wasn't
not,
going to
man.
work.
No, it wasn't going to work at all. Never was. And that's why her ass should have been gone a long time
I feel
ago.
like he has come across more romantic with other women. He just doesn't have. I don't know if he's intimidated by her and the way she approaches their conversations,
Yeah,
or irritated by her. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's because she's almost like tries to force him. She does. She tries to force
Yeah.
it. You know, she tries to like pester him into
Well,
forcing
otherwise,
him
Alan
into
is just going to
romance,
sit
so-
there with her. So
Well, he just maybe takes a little bit longer. You know.
I think this is a 2-way street, honestly.
There you go, defending your
Yeah,
Cassidy
defending
Joe.
your
Well,
Cassidy
you guys
Joe,
are just
you know,
bashing
she's
her.
gone.
I'm not
bashing her.
We're not bashing her. We're just saying.
Just saying she ain't-
She is needy. She said she's
Yeah,
needy.
she's needy. That woman's
And
needy.
he's not the kind of guy to
You know,
provide for a needy woman.
She's kind of like, the girl that, what's his name, Ryan said him last week. You're just too emotional. You're too emotional.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
for her, she's just too needy.
Can you imagine her with Ryan?
Oh, no, hell no.
Ooh-wee.
Well, she ain't the only one not feeling it. Lily ain't feeling it either.
Rightfully so. I mean, we saw that coming, right? In the last episode, man, when she was like, I got some thinking to do, and she wasn't digging Ryan, you could tell. You knew that was coming. And now the way she went about it, writing the note, I mean, typically I might have been like, what the heck? But I wasn't mad about that. You know, I was like, okay.
She's like, I don't know if I could see myself with this guy long term. She's like, hell, I can't even see myself with this guy short term. So.
Do you think that she sees the writing on the wall with Sarah?
Yeah,
And
I think
that
so.
she's just like, we can see it. I don't know. Like, I mean, again, we're seeing edits where she's actually living it. But
No, I think she does.
Their connection is so palpable. It's like, why even drag this out? We know he's choosing
Yeah,
her.
exactly.
Well, I think some of these women like know they're not going to be chosen. It's probably best that they leave on their terms.
Yeah.
exactly.
So,
And I kind of think Cassidy Joe was leaning that way.
yeah, I think so.
To
I think,
save
yeah.
face a little bit.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, when she even told him, she's like, I'd like to stay here for the long haul. She's like, but, you know, it's just like, we're just not feeling each other. You know, he's like, no, you're right. You know,
He didn't fight for her to stay.
no, he didn't. Yeah, you knew he wasn't going to either, right? So,
He's like, thanks for making this easy.
But
for
I will
me.
tell you, man, the way it ended for Ryan, though, man, that boy, I was digging his style. He's like, all right, we're down to the final two. Let's jump in this nice little blow up hot tub here, ladies, and have a good time. And there were drinks with them and a blow up hot tub and getting nice and cozy in there. I was like, yeah, that guy's got. I
don't know if
got some style, man.
Ryan's kind of gone down in my book lately.
What do you mean he's gone down?
He's just making out with people. Like, what is his end game here?
He's been that way from the beginning, though,
man.
What
is he doing?
He's made out with every single one of them.
I don't think he's trying to find love, honestly.
He's trying to find a lot of love. That's all. That's all. I think right now, the way it just ended for him right now is he'd be perfect with it, right? He'd be like, all right, you two ladies can stay forever, and we're good. He'd be perfectly happy with that, I think. So
I don't know. I'm not really feeling him anymore.
Yeah. Well, he hadn't changed, man. He's still the same Ryan he has from day one, man. When he was making out for the chicks in the beginning. So
it's true.
I just don't know if he's there for the right reasons. And I mean, he is fixated on Sarah with an H, but I mean, Sarah V is nice too, and he's making out with her as well. So,
and not near as passionately as he has been with Sarah H, though. At least from what it showed us. And Sarah H is definitely going to be his choice, I think.
Sarah V says she could be in it though.
She could.
And she doesn't date except for to go to marriage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which I like that.
Yeah.
She loves the ranch.
Yeah, she does.
So she's putting out those vibes. She's putting out the vibes. She's all
in.
Yeah. Well, or at least the show is showing us a lot of that. But at the end of the day, I mean, I think everybody's pretty much darn near convinced that it's going to be Sarah H. So.
Yeah. I mean.
But if she chooses
unless
him,
something goes wrong with the family.
Right, exactly.
Visits.
Yeah.
And now next week, I guess they go visit their family.
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll get to visit both their families and they kind of talked about that in the hot tub for a minute there at the end, so.
For a hot second.
Yeah. So Landon's got,
Zoe. He goes on a date with Zoe, and they get on the ATVs to inspect the farm because of the rain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he said he's in a kind of a high flood area there, so he wanted to go make sure those crops didn't get flooded out.
Plant that little part right there.
Yeah, I know what seeds look like.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
So he's showing her, and this is what we planted. She's like, yeah, I know what a seed is.
I took science when I was a little kid.
Kind of like a forced thing to get her on the ATV or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know, but she enjoyed it. Looked like they were having a good time out there. Right?
Zoe went up in my book this week.
Yeah, I like Zoe, man. I do like Zoe.
I actually like her the best for.
Yeah, she's going home though.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Probably,
no,
but
she is
because,
going home.
You know.
Yeah.
I think the friend may have sealed that one.
Yeah, I think yeah.
He was kind of bashing Zoe and Ashley.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are.
We didn't bash Ashley. He just said, look, this ain't just a woman whose feelings you got to take consideration here. This is, she's got a kid too. This is going to completely change her life. And so I mean, he's laying it out the right way.
Yeah,
so.
but he does say that as it's like a negative thing to do, and I can see it's a complicated thing to do.
Right.
But she is a single woman with a child. She does deserve. If every man looked at it that way, then
well, what
they'd never get a second chance.
So the way I took what he was saying is the way that Landon explained it to her. That he was like, is the way he was saying it. Which made sense, right? It's like you've got to take her feelings into consideration with her daughter, and if you don't think that there's a chance this working, then you need to let her go. Which is what we've been saying this whole time anyway. Right. So
So the fact that we think that he's leaning towards keeping her to go to the family, see her family. I guess there is more of it because I don't think he would do that.
You think he's taking the two Ashleys?
Yeah, I think so. I think after that little fire talk you had with her and everything, I think he's taking her. And then like when it showed, the previous,
but
the next one,
he was closer with Zoe during the archery stuff.
Yeah,
but I think the friend deterred him on that.
I think so. Well, yeah, I think so. I think he's going to take Ashley R for sure. I think, and then it's going to be either Zoe or the other Ashley. I'm leaning toward more toward the other Ashley. Even though I agree with you, it should be Zoe.
She admitted to being divorced, and they had that conversation.
Mm-hmm. And she said, you know what? She's like, I haven't dated in the past 2 years. I've taken the time to myself to grow as a person. All that. That to me, that's like a plus.
The weird thing for this to me was like Landon says they're going to need deeper and further conversation to see if marriage is viable. Like, what the hell are you doing here then? Like, have this conversation.
Like, we've been talking about that every episode. You guys aren't having those.
When are we going to have these conversations?
I was like, well, what the hell are you supposed to be doing here? Like
when you're out in the real world and you're dating, maybe you don't have those conversations for a couple months. But when you're on an 8-week dating show.
Right, exactly. You gotta
I didn't get that at all. I was like, what the heck?
Jump right in. Have the conversation.
What's stopping you?
Right, exactly.
So,
you're right.
He's got a lot of
I got you all to myself right now. Let's talk.
So they have conversations like that where they don't get too deep, and then they have these weird dates, like where this date, he took her on an ATV and just took her to a table and had some drinks.
Yeah.
And that was the date.
Yeah, it wasn't very good date.
I was
I mean,
There's not much to do in the middle of nowhere.
And
guys.
Hunter's date isn't that special
Oh
either.
yeah, no, I mean he took her to the damn cattle auction.
I'm like, that's
and then set up a little picnic right outside of the auction house. What the hell is this guy doing?
I got a blanket
this
in the back.
This is their life, guys.
Right.
These are the dates they're gonna go on.
No,
No.
and again, that's why Ryan's got style. You know, Ryan's like, hey, you know, these ladies are city ladies, you know, and you know, there's. You know, it ain't like I live, 2 hours from the city.
He's at least taking them to the winery.
The winery, exactly. Yep, took her to the winery, and that was a good date, you know.
That's like a legit date. I don't know what this other stuff is.
Yeah, see, Ryan's got style, man.
I'll give him credit there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Still not your favorite.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm big on Zoe.
I do like Zoe.
I could see it going either way.
I really like
Ashley L is in.
I like Ashley R, man. I really like Ashley R, and I think her and Hunter her and Landon would go well together. I really do. And then they'd be a good fit for each other.
The kid's a wild card, though.
Yeah, it is. She is.
So let's get on to Hunter.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Oh, Hunter.
Oh, this one.
Okay.
So Hunter and Devon go on their date.
Devon bumped up several points for me on this date, man. She's a sweetheart, dude. Such a sweet, nice, and she's gorgeous. Sweetheart, just a very carefree kind of person. Now, I don't know if that carefreeness will match with the farm life that way, but but who knows, man? She bumped up on a good couple points on my skill.
Don't forget, she knows how to open a beer bottle too.
Oh, that was awesome. That was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, and she lost both her parents, and she says she's 1,000% in.
Mm-hmm,
so
yeah, I like Devon, man. Unfortunately, I think she's going home.
Yeah,
I would pick Devon over all the rest.
At this point, I would too. At this point, I would totally go Devon.
I don't know
really
why he's so
Sydney.
fixated on Sydney and Megan.
Yeah, who came back now, right? Like we said she would.
Surprise!
Yeah, we knew she was coming back.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I really like Sydney for him. I like Devon, don't get me wrong, but not for him. I like Sydney for him. She looks at home on the
she
farm.
does, no doubt about that.
They have that passionate connection. Like they look good together. They behave together as if they are together versus like an awkward.
Yeah, it's definitely not awkward between them.
Still dating type kind of thing, and she seems so natural in that life.
I would agree
You're right.
with that. I mean, her and Sydney, him.
Oh, hey!
You're right. You're right, and I still would have chosen Devon.
Right, exactly. right, same here. But I tell you the hilarious part though, man. So whenever Megan comes back. Of course, Devon, you can immediately tell freaking Devon and the other chick are like, oh no, even though they're like trying to keep their smiles up. But Sydney was like, she saw, Megan's like, has he
That
kissed?
was an odd conversation.
Yeah, Megan's like, did he kiss any of the girls? She's like, nope, I kissed him.
And they asked Devon, what do you think about Megan coming back? She's like, yeah, yay.
I'm glad.
Oh,
And then just silence.
She's nervous about it for sure.
Poor Devon's going home, dude. And I feel bad because, she'd be my pick too at this point.
Yeah, I don't see the connection with Megan anymore. I don't see that working. I see Sydney is his girl. That's what I see.
Yeah, I think he's going to end up going with Sydney, but I think it's going to be really close between her and Megan. But we'll see.
I think it really depends on what happens
with
after
the
home.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's a good point.
And Stephanie, poor Stephanie.
Oh, she's done.
I mean, we didn't even mention Stephanie.
Yeah, because there's no need. Stephanie's done. She's going home.
She's a great girl, guys.
Yeah. Stephanie's going home.
She's not for him.
She's just been kind of quiet and hasn't gotten much attention.
Well, and the funny thing is, when he was reading them the card on what has to happen, the two that were going to stay, that I know are going to stay, were sitting on one hay pile together. And the other two,
they're going to stay.
Yeah, Megan and freaking Sydney were sitting on one hay pile together, and then Devon and Stephanie were sitting on the other hay pile. And I was like, oh, he's already got them sorted out. So there you go. So, yeah.
So what do we think about the show at the end?
This episode
I cannot believe they didn't reveal the other two.
Oh, no, dude. That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was not happy about that, especially with as lame as this episode was. It was like, man, at least give us something cool to go on at the end here. And nope.
Yeah, the only reason why we know who's going with those other farmers is because they were down to two.
Mm-hmm.
You've got two camps here that we don't know.
Yeah, but like I said,
what two are going.
I was digging in the little hot tub there at the end for Ryan, though. I was like, oh, my man's got it there. Yeah.
So 2 more episodes left. I guess they're not going to dismiss anyone next week either and save it for the finale.
The finale, yeah, I guess so.
So, I don't know. But I am interested to see the guys on the hot seat for once.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Well, and that's the thing, too, though, man. I mean, they give one visit to the family, and that's it, right? I mean, it's, yeah, okay, I met your family one time, sure, let's get married. So, I don't know.
On Love is Blind, they don't meet the family, and they commit to marriage.
Yeah, but this is a different type of show.
Yeah, I mean, they're committing to marriage, but they do meet him before the marriage.
Does this show end in marriage? Are they actually getting married in the last episode, or are they committing to getting married?
But the thing is, and no, they don't and they don't completely commit to marriage and Love Is Blind until the end when they actually say I do, right? So they get to meet a family and all that stuff before they stand on the altar and say yes or no.
Well, this is just like The Bachelor and Bachelorette. They do it that way too, right?
I didn't watch the show.
Is it going to work with Alan and Rebecca?
I hope so. I hope Alan chooses Rebecca. I do.
No, well, yeah, I think he'll choose her, but will it last? Because Alan's awkward.
Alan's an awkward guy, but I think Rebecca's the kind of girl that can handle that. I think she can handle Alan, and I think it would have worked.
And he's less awkward around her.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
He's actually become a lot less awkward in general, I think.
Yeah.
Sarah with an H and Ryan, does it work?
Yeah, that works.
I don't know if it works in the long run.
For a while. I don't know if it's a long run thing.
That's going to depend on her and her leaving her life or how they're going to work that out. Because isn't she like a marketing executive or something like that?
Yeah, so, her hometown visit will give us some more insight on that.
Yeah, so that's going to say a lot with that one. So because I think it's going to be that's the only thing that gets me that would be difficult for them is the different lifestyle as far as her being young and she's evidently like a senior. Like some kind of senior position in marketing or whatever, I think is what it said for her. So, she's got a long, good career ahead of her, it sounds like.
Seems to me that Hunter probably has the best chance of making it work.
Probably.
With whoever he ends
and maybe Landon. I think, I don't know, I think Alan and Rebecca would work, man. I really do. I think Alan and Rebecca would work. Yeah, I think if he chooses her, I think that would work.
Yeah.
All right.
But I guess we will find out in the next couple episodes, huh?
We'll see.
Well, at least we'll find out who's going home in this next episode for sure. And then
I don't know why we didn't find that out this week.
Yeah. Shame on you, TV show.
Yeah, on TV show. Yeah.
We're at Fox, I guess it was. Fox does this show. All right, folks. Well, there you have it. Another episode down. It was pretty lame. But hey, at least they're leaving us with some hope that the next two episodes are going to be at least have a little bit of excitement, maybe some drama in them. We'll see. But hey, we enjoy doing this for you guys. We love talking to you. Please tell us what you thought about it. And as always, hit that like and subscribe, and we will check you on our next review.
See you guys.
See ya. I don't know what I say.
Tripped my tongue a little bit there. Is that good though?
I don't know. You guys threw me off.
Cassidy Joe's gone.
Yeah. The hell with Cassidy Joe. She's done.
Alan.
But she got to do it on him. She got to do it on her own terms.
They should end up together because that's just marriage right there.
Yeah, no kidding. You're not team enough time for me, Alan.
I don't even know.
Can you please sit still in the canoe? Just sit still.
Sit still.
Just sit there and be still.
Just sit still.
Well, can I help? Just stay still.
No, just sit there.
You gotta respect Cassidy Joe.
You couldn't handle Cassidy Joe.
Cassidy.
She's way too needy for you. She'd have been in the bottom of that lake so quick. Not you. She would have been in the bottom of that lake.
I'm going for Devon. And I'm like, every time I have a friend come over, I'm like, show that trick you can do.
Yeah, right. Show him the beer trick, damn it.
Show him the trick you can do.
You want a beer? You want a beer? She'll get you a beer.
Even if you're not going to drink
That's all I need from her. Like, do that.
Oh, yeah, man, she looked gorgeous in this episode.
Let me take you to a cattle auction so I can ignore you.
If I said,